Hi guys, so I am really excited to make this video and share this with you. Um, the product I was telling you guys that I was testing that I couldn't post about or anything yet has gone to market, so I can show you guys it now. It is Xodus Thinning Oil from Macpherson's, and this product I am extremely impressed with. I really wasn't sure what to think about it. When she said thinning oil, I was thinking, oh, it's probably just like a linseed type product or something. And this is completely different. It is, you can use it like thinning medium. It is not as thick as thinning medium, but it is thicker than like a regular thinner would be. You can also use it as a sealer or a primer. I did have a kit that was not taking paint on the toes. I had done, I think, two matte varnish layers, and it still wouldn't take paint. And then I did one layer, just pounced this stuff on straight by itself, and I had no more issues with it taking paint. It worked really great. This stuff glides very smoothly, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you here. I just have some extra limbs that I'm just going to use as a test limb here. But first, I just want to show you what it looks like. And right before I put this in, I did paint a couple of babies with only this. You could see how much of my jar I used. I've been just experimenting with it like crazy. But these I mixed over a week ago. And normally if I mix my Genesis and my thinner, after about a week, it'll start to get kind of flaky certain colors, so I'll have to empty them out if there's any left. This, I can definitely see the top the oil layer on the top where it's separated a little bit, but I can just stir it right up and it mixes right back into exactly how it was. The blue is usually the worst offender for me. If I let it sit, I always have to throw that one out, and it is still like completely smooth, just like when I first mixed it, pretty much. So the thinning oil is clear, and I'm just gonna get a little bit here. And this one, I don't know if the jars that you buy come with instructions or a pipette or anything. This is just a tester in development, so I just have these pipettes that I'm using. I'm going to show you creases, I guess. So I just have this vein blue, which is old and hard. And I'm just mixing that in with my oil. You can see it mixes right away. It is very smooth. And this is probably darker than I would actually use, but I want you guys to be able to see. Like, this glides so nicely. It just glides so easily. I've like even better than thinning medium, basically. It pounces out well. And you can see it is thinner than thinning medium would be, but it's not so thin that it runs all over the place or anything like that. This is about the consistency I was using for creases here. So I'll just show you guys for creases. And you would just, pounce with a clean brush like normal. And have some nice looking creases. I will say with this stuff, when I was working with it, there were a few times that I did not pounce my creases very well. If I was using just straight Genesis or even Genesis with thinning medium, they would have looked very, very dirty. But this, it did not do that at all. Like the excess seemed to just kind of bake in the oven and was gone. And they looked very, very clean. I used it on this. You could see it has like a nice soft matte finish. I used it for nails also, just by adding more color than that and less thinning oil. But I love this product. It works so good. Let me grab a modeling sponge here. Is that dark enough for you guys to see it? Hopefully. But I just want to show you, you can model with it, no problem. And it does have a nice matte finish. Like, I haven't seen it get powdery at all. I haven't seen it like dilute. The colors, like thinning medium, can sometimes get kind of a little powdery haze look over it. And I honestly haven't had any issues at all with this product. Like every single time I've used it, it's made whatever I'm doing easier and better. So I would use this anytime that I would normally maybe use thinning medium. I would also happily use this instead of regular thinner. I did washes with it and stuff, and honestly, like, I don't know if you guys ever notice, but you can't really do washes with just Genesis thinning medium. But if you do washes with a lot of thinning medium and just a little bit thinner enough to make it like wash consistency, I find it looks thick after a while. Like you can tell it starts to look painted. This stuff I used on, you know, these couple of babies, and I literally had no issues like that at all. Like it just looked, you know, nice and transparent. The only thing I didn't use it on this baby was the eyebrows, but I used it for everything else. And I just really think that you guys are gonna love this. I'm probably missing some uses for it right now, but it is really like an all-purpose product. I do really like the finish for like sealing areas that won't take paint. I usually do use varnish, or sometimes I'll use thinning medium. I also have Shelley Marie's Heat Set Agent, which I'll use also sometime once in a while. All those products, I find that they leave a little bit of a texture for me. So if, say, you know, color won't take on a toe and I paint it with one of those products, then I have really tiny little ridges on the toe that I'm trying to paint smoothly over. This, you could feel a tiny bit of a tooth when you touch it, but it doesn't have any actual texture. So I really liked that for, you know, to use it to get areas to take paint. I thought that was great, that I'm not trying to paint over any texture at all. I can just go right back to painting. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about this product, definitely let me know. If you try it, please let me know what you think of it. And if anyone points any big things that I missed out, I'll make another video about it. Oh, the instructions, you'll probably want to know that. It's 265, baked for 9 minutes, just like any other Genesis. It can be mixed with any other heat set products. It can be mixed with all of the new Formula Genesis colors and mediums, and I did test that, and I tested it with the new Formula Genesis matte varnish. I was able to bake it for 9 minutes at 265, and it was not as matte as the ultra matte varnish, or the old matte varnish, but it was a soft matte finish. It was not super shiny, it was not sticky, and it did cure at the normal temperature. So that was pretty encouraging. I do have a whole bunch of large jars of the new formula varnishes that I wasn't going to use at all, but I might use them if this product makes them usable. And this can also be mixed no problem in the Exodus. The only Exodus product that I did use recently that I used with this was the matte varnish. So I just haven't had an opportunity to use the other products because I haven't used them recently. But I really recommend this. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description for you guys to try it out, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do. And I'll see you in the next one.